Bonjour. Bienvenue à cette grande conférence de Tadashi Kawamata, un des très grands artistes japonais d'aujourd'hui. Avant de l'introduire, je dirais que c'est une conférence qui aura lieu en anglais ou en japonais. Vous avez le choix. Voilà. Donc, Monsieur Kawamata, plasticien japonais, vit, travaille entre Tokyo et Paris. Mais en même temps, il faut dire qu'il intervient partout dans le monde. Donc, c'est vraiment un artiste global artist, un artiste mondialement connu, avec des expositions à chaque fois qui, je crois, veulent être plus qu'une exposition arbitraire. Il y a des expositions qui sont vraiment avec des interventions in situ très réfléchies. Donc, il a, dans le curriculum, je vais aller très vite, je ne vais pas perdre de temps, mais il a été sélectionné pour la Biennale de Venise, la Documenta de Kassel, beaucoup de grandes manifestations à Tokyo, au Japon évidemment, mais partout. Donc, on est vraiment quelqu'un pour qui le monde ne connaît pas de frontières, mais en même temps qui est un environnement. Et où l'artiste intervient avec des gestes, je dirais, respectueux et très liés à cette notion de nature, cette tension entre nature et culture. À Paris, je pense que c'est la galerie Kamel Menour qui vous représente. Je signale aussi une biennale internationale à laquelle vous allez participer d'art contemporain anglais sur la côte basque et à Helsinki cet été. Donc plusieurs projets à la fois, ça aussi c'est assez extraordinaire, parfois 5 projets qui se passent partout dans le monde à la fois. Voilà. Donc la façon dont la conférence va se passer, c'est d'abord un petit film, après donc un vrai exposé. S'il reste du temps pour des questions, on va les prendre. Par contre, on est vraiment obligé, à cause des règles sanitaires, de quitter les salles pour avoir un peu de temps d'aération. Donc, il faudra terminer au plus tard à 15h20. Et un grand merci d'avoir accepté notre...
Thank you so much. Thank you. My name is Tadashi Kawamata. I think yesterday I had a conference here for the round table. But anyway, today I just presented my work. First of all, I really showed the recent project in the Portuguese in the Lisbon. And then I can show you them more later. Yeah, let's go. Overflow means like the beer. You just put in the beer in the glass, so the bubble is come out. And then it's kind of like a limit. This is an overflow, just like too much, come out.
I'm interested in the themes Tadashi is working upon, which is temporal architecture, the association between performativity, movement, and interstitial space.
Quando o Tadashi explora a ideia de inundação, de overflow, para mim isso imediatamente evoca a ideia do tsunami, que também faz parte da história de Lisboa, a seguir ao terremoto de 1755.
I want to see the limit of the human being, a limit of the sense of the material, sense of the space, sense of the time, Where is the limit? I have to be changing more the other one. This is just for introduction.
Yeah, PowerPoint now?
Yeah. No. Maybe another one. I think that this one, yeah. Is that same? Oh, that's no.
That's a good one.
I think one more. I think this is no any other overflow. Is that same?
I don't know. Maybe a previous page?
Oh, yeah, it's the same, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, maybe one more page like this.
Yeah, this one?
think this is maybe this is maybe this one.
12 minutes.
Overflow mean like like if you the beer, you just put in the beer in the glass, so the bubble is come out, and then to the it's kind of like limit. This is an overflow, just like too much, come out. But they have the kind of like a average. They have kind of the line, and then over the line will be the something like too much thing to happen.
A razão por começamos este projeto é por termos observado que ao longo da costa a quantidade de lixo era completamente anormal. Cada vez mais temos a responsabilidade sobre a educação que nós vamos tendo na escola e a educação que nós vamos aprendendo ao longo da vida, e à medida que nós vamos adquirindo educação, também vamos aprendendo a ficar com a indignação. E a Brigada do Mar, no fundo, representa isso. É uma indignação, mas com ação. Hoje em dia, qualquer indignação sem ação não vale nada. É mais uma coisa que não acrescenta nada. E fez esse clique. Olhamos e dizemos, não quero pertencer a esta sociedade. Culpamos todos e mais alguém e nós não temos culpas nenhumas. Esse foi o nosso clique, foi começar a passar a ação e foram 10 anos. Cá estamos. Quando o museu contactou-nos, claro que sim, que vamos usar o museu e o museu que usa a Brigada do Mar. Usar no sentido de vamos todos falar sobre uma coisa que é o lixo marinho. Gostávamos que fosse o lixo em geral, os comportamentos. Portanto, usar é extremamente válido, sobretudo quando é um artista também. Eu não consigo lhe explicar o que são 450 toneladas de lixo que nós já apanhamos em 10 anos. Olha, é tudo o que está ali, tudo o que está atrás de mim, a uma altura que não se consegue apanhar na câmara. Mas eu não consigo representar. E um artista ainda consegue também representar de outra forma o problema do lixo. Portanto, se conseguirmos usar uns e outros no sentido de chamar a atenção, pessoal, isto é um problema. O problema não é que amanhã não temos praia, é que amanhã não temos futuro. E isso é muito positivo quando usarmos uns aos outros.
When you pick up some plastic on the beach, you can find the time. You can realize that this is how long they are floating how long they are in the water. This is really interesting for the character of the material because this is not new. So they had already kind of like a history of the everything. And especially for the tsunami was the accident, they had a huge history was thrown away to the ocean. So this is it's not like trash. It's more like history or more human memory.
I'm interested in the themes Tadashi is working upon, which is temporary architecture, the association between performativity, movement, and interstitial space. The proposal of Tadashi interests me also a lot because his idea was to profit of the fact that the museum is at the riverside and to imagine a big wave clashing inside the museum.
This is the reality. Let's go down. Come down. I really try to be collecting as much as possible to here and full of the trash to be in the space. This is of course this is so small amount of the trash compared with all around, the thing. But in this space, when the people to come, it will be a lot. It will be too much, This is I really want to show.
The garbage that we had was an enormous quantity, but finally it was not so much left after all these selections.
Yeah, you see, we don't have so much small one because the small one is quite difficult to do, So we just out and.
This project was very complex, not only from the point of view of the ideas involved, but also from the point of view of the realization of the project, because Tadashi always works with teams and always connects his idea to the specificity of the site. There was also another collaboration, which was with this team of architects, Os Espacialistas, who work with a performative and ludic approach to architecture. And that corresponded to the preoccupations of Tadashi. So they organized this workshop in which the production of the piece took place.
O projeto que nós temos aqui é os Espacialistas. É um coletivo neste momento, de arquitetos que tem trabalhado a relação entre a arte e a arquitetura. E nasce aqui nesta universidade, que é a Universidade de Lusíada de Lisboa. O projeto foi crescendo, transformou-se num projeto com uma dimensão artística simultaneamente, porque demos por nós não só a praticar os códigos dos arquitetos, mas a perceber como é que os códigos dos artistas podiam ser trabalhados e também praticados de uma forma pedagógica e artística ao mesmo tempo.
O convite para este projeto com o artista Tadashi Kawamata partiu de uma relação dos espacialistas com o Pedro Gadanho. Nós temos esta sala, laboratório dos espacialistas na universidade, e um dia convidámos o Pedro para vir visitar a sala e para perceber aquele trabalho que nós andávamos a desenvolver além da fotografia, da prática fotográfica. E passados uns tempos contactou-nos, porque tinha achado que tinha arranjado um contexto que faria sentido trabalharmos, e nessa altura apresentou-nos o trabalho do artista do Tadashi Kawamata, e a partir daí começámos a trabalhar e a investigar os conteúdos que poderíamos relacionar entre nós e o próprio artista.
The process is creating content and not only form. It's not only a way to produce the work, but also to create meaning. That is something that Tadashi himself is letting other people, other thoughts, other associations coming from outside permeate his work and contribute to the creation of content. I think this idea of hybrid and toxic hybrid is very well depicted in this installation, because we have fusions of objects that create new shapes, new forms, new materialities and textures, and that was the material with which Tadashi actually worked in this installation.
Esta instalação do Tadashi Kawamata é particularmente feliz no facto de se encontrar num museu que conjuga uma história relacionada com a atividade portuária, com a indústria que vemos ainda aqui à frente do outro lado do rio, com o facto de que havia aqui produção de energia desde o princípio do século XX, e agora se está a tornar um lugar de leisure, de turismo, mas também de reflexão crítica a partir da produção cultural e a partir da arte. E portanto parece-me que isso é um encontro feliz, porque de repente faz uma mudança muito grande, ligando aquilo que é a reflexão crítica dos artistas neste momento àquilo que é o seu contexto. E neste sentido, para mim, estes projetos não são só site-specific, porque se relacionam com a condição física do edifício e com o espaço da galeria, mas também com o contexto em que eles estão a ser feitos. Para mim, isso é o verdadeiro sentido de um projeto site-specific, que vai buscar referências ao contexto e se vai relacionar com coisas que estão a acontecer e com a história viva do lugar onde ocorre a intervenção.
Looks like a floating, and also looks like all the plastic stuff was floating on the sea, and people can see from the top and down. So when people come to here to look at, it's kind of like a catastrophe, but it's like not somebody organizing. This is, we cannot control everything. This is I really want to show. Um aspecto muito interessante no facto de estarmos em Portugal
e do Tadashi Kawamata vir do Japão, que é obviamente uma ligação histórica através do mar, quer pela visita que os portugueses fizeram ao Japão, quer por uma relação muito direta com a ameaça que o mar representa. E é um facto que, para mim, quando o Tadashi explora a ideia de inundação, de overflow, para mim isso imediatamente evoca a ideia do tsunami, que também faz parte da história de Lisboa, a seguir ao terremoto de 1755, e ao facto de haver muitas representações históricas na cultura visual japonesa que retratam justamente o mar como ameaça. O que eu acho que é interessante aqui, como uma inversão dessa história, é que de repente foi o homem que se tornou a ameaça do mar. Ou seja, 400 anos depois, passámos de ilustrações do mar como uma ameaça, como uma onda que pode destruir a civilização humana, para uma situação em que é a civilização humana que corre o risco de destruir o habitat natural e o ecossistema do oceano.
The work of mine is more like to presenting like always overflow. And the overflow mean like they had a kind of like a level, the limit. I want to see the limit of the human being, a limit of the sense of the material, sense of the space, sense of the time. You know, where is the limit? This is a little bit too straight message for the like ecology or plastic on the sea but anyway I was there in the Lisbon and I was collaborated with one of the activists for the collecting and clean up to the beach. So this is it's not really special thing and. Oh, sorry. This is not my computer, so a bit complicated for me. Okay, anyway, I was 1980s. I just starting for the kind of like a project. I studied, oil painting in Japan, in Tokyo, but mostly.
Next one.
Yeah, this one or this one?
Next one.
Okay, I see. But I really like to something like more physical, sweat, because I'm not so good image, for the painting anyway. Then I start to the more 3-dimensional construction, and then after the Biennale, I was there. I really want to make a more like out of the museum, out of the gallery, out of the art. I really want to do what I want to do. Very, simply very. Interesting for me and to continue. So I just starting to the very private apartment. I just renting and then I just make it inside and outside. It's a very much independent. Of course, this is the 1980s. As I told you yesterday, now is so many projects going on in Japan. So people understanding about the contemporary art in the outside, the museum or gallery. But that time, 1980s, it was very much disturbing for the city and the neighborhood. I was really somebody always shouting me to to make something like that. I just collecting all the scrap material and then I just fix it. Even I can stay in this home a couple of weeks. Then starting to take it down. So this is one cycle of the project. So used to be I always clean up and then to build up and then clean up again, together with many people. So it's this is I think it's never changing. Only I'm more busy for the not to take down by myself, but I started quite similar. Still, even now it's 40 years. I still doing like that. So I go there. And then I collecting the material, and I ask to some people to help, and then I construct, and then after a couple of months, I'm going to be taken down, and then to the throwaway. So it's kind of like a circulation of the time, circulation of the construction, destruction, and then, to move to the other place. So it's nothing any producing the new, but just in a moment, just in a few time, to do something, something different, the way to construct. Then I take it down. It's totally in situ, and totally temporary, and totally on time, and then finish. And the site is becoming more bigger and bigger because somebody invited me to do something, and then I got some student of the École d'Architectes or École de Beaux-Arts, so getting more and more involving for the other peoples and the other site. Because this is just temporary, even the 3 months or 2 months or, just to make it. After that, I just take it down. Even this time the project in Belgium, I just get the sponsorship from the material. After that, I bring back for them. So I just only limited time I using, and then after that, I just bring back. So I really like this kind of like the circulation of the material, circulation of the time, circulation of the destruction. And something happened, So I was traveling many city, and I think it's almost like 6 or 7 months I was traveling, and then I stay in Tokyo. But I have more like traveling, planning, scheduling. This is my first time in the documenta in 1987, Destroyed Church. This is one of the biggest projects in New York on the Roosevelt Island. I was there 3 or 4 years in New York, and I got a studio in PS1, and I was working there. This is only one the destroyed building naturally in Manhattan. It was a very strange area. So I was really interested about the big contrast between the Manhattan skyscraper to the Luan, the building. This is 6 months I get permission, and then 3 months we just construct, and then 1 month to presenting. Only appointment because it's too dangerous, and I couldn't pay for the insurance because this is totally independent project. I just organized with a couple of the people. So it's, we have 2 groups of the worker. One group for the always collecting the material, and another group with always constructs, So every day, 2 tons of the scrap material come from all around the Manhattan. Then we construct, and then next day we just continue. It's like an endless project. But I don't know when I said to finish. But anyway, this is always like this. I never say finish. I always something like a stop by accident or by feeling like I'm too much tiring, or somebody hit or somebody have a damage, or so this is if I have more material, if I have more time, if I have more permission, it will be endless to continue to work like this. So that was when I was 1990s. Yeah, I just doing. But at the same time, I'm really fed up to the too many people work together and organizing there. Sometimes I go alone to the street. It's like a sketch. It's like a croquis. I just to make it. This is croquis for me. I just go there and I found some scrap, like a carton or some contrepaquet, or I just assemble without fixing anyway. So maybe after 5 minutes they will be far down. But anyway, I really looks like the homeless people to shelter. When I was in New York, I did the first time 1990 or something. Then I was continued, and I get the 3 times police catch me, and they said, what are you doing? And then I said, yeah, just take a photo. Sorry, I don't know how to. So I'm more than like a 300 make it until now. Even in Paris, I did it. Okay, thank you. So it's totally anonymous. You cannot see who made it or not. Even it's like who made it and when made it, or somebody living there or not, or So I can show you just a very special photo. I just make it. This is more than like 10 minutes. I just finished it, and then I ran away because police said 4 times you do like this, you cannot go out in Japan. So I said okay, I just continue outside. So they invite me to some museum, but I made the installation front side of the museum, but back side I just made this kind of like a shelter. Nobody knows, but this is just for photo document. I just make it. This is kind of like a sketch for me I call it like a field work. I really researching of the city or street or like kind of like a place or forgettable place or dead space or Sometimes the homeless people were living, so this is another function anyway. Sometimes the homeless people tell me how to make it. This is also I had a collaboration with homeless. So this is New York, somewhere in the Bowery or some place. I stay overnight in this Carlton, shelter. It was very comfortable. This is in Germany. I just make it. This is Germany too, yeah. This is just the station of the Hanover. After 30 minutes, the police came, and then to the finish anyway. So I just say, just take a photo, one photo. This is only one photo. I just took it, and then after throw away. So I do a lot of like this, independently and continuingly illegal, of course. This is not get permission or anything. But this is very important for me to some other public space projects, more bigger projects together with many people. It's totally independent or totally personal, make it. I have more, but anyway, I just said. Then, always depend on the site, depend on the situation, depend on the projects. Of course, depend on the budget and everything. So one time I just made a kind of like a bow window in a hotel. This is in a hotel room. I just arrangement. This is a Monet de Paris. Where is it? This is. What I just made it? Oh, it's okay. You can find it anyway, right? Yeah. The point.
Okay, that's the left.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, okay.
Okay. Previous?
No. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Thank you. This is 2008, the time of the first. I decided to living in Paris. So that time I just starting to work with one of the gallery. So the gallery to help me to the permission. So it's becoming like kind of like a bird nest. Looks like a bird nest, or kind of like a homeless shelter, or like becoming like a tree hut also. I can show you some. This is in Florence, Firenze, one of the places. This is, I think you know that, the Place Vendôme, top of the roof. I just made it very quickly because they are very busy and very much business area. And very spontaneous. But it's very strong, I just fix. I know how to make it anyway, it's very much. This is the time of the art fair in Basel. I really like to something different way to, not for the business, not for the money anyway. I just built up the kind of like a tree hut on the post, like this. sorry, maybe you can ask me some, stop it or some question or anything. So I'm really interested about, I made a field work a lot, but always, after 1 hour will be destroyed or, somebody hitting. So then I got the idea, okay, if I put it on the tree, so will be keep it, right? So this is becoming like a tree hut, So it's, I'm not like people always talking about my tree hut. It's like your childhood or like kind of like a memory or blah, blah, blah. I'm not so much like that. I just really like it once homeless shelter go up to the tree, then to the fix like this. This is New York again, in one of the park. I just get permission and I just made I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 tree hut like this. People cannot access anyway. It's just only for the objects, but looks like somebody living or looks like a kind of like a human, like that. This is Tuileries Parc in Paris. This is the first tree hut in the time. This is in the Bruges, in Belgium. They had a biennale, and I just using for the one of the area. It was a very nice area, and it's very close. So I just made 11 hut like this. Then, yeah, of course, why not in Pompidou? So this is, I just made it, it's a 2008. I just working with children, the workshop. But then that time I just get, some permission, and it was very much 6 months. We just tried to get the permission to attaching to the building because they never have like that. So one of the architects of the Pompidou, they tried to contact to the, architect, everything, fire people, police, everything. And we get a very good assistant who make a very high position to construct anyway. So this was 3 months, 3 or 4 months I keep it, then after just to take it down. So it's like a kind of like a parasite, I just really want to make something, put in there. And but you can imagine like if one of the piece, the wood fall down, it's going to be totally stop the Pompidou anyway. So that's kind of the very thrilling, also very danger, but something very interesting, to the possibility. I always, looking for like that. Even this one also, I was really, it's about a 45-meter height of the Place Vendôme in Cologne. It's like like a newspaper blow the wind and then attaching to the post. That's kind of image, or maybe the big bird to make a nest, something like this. It's only early morning we can set up the crane and go up to there, and only 3 hours I can work. After that, the shop is open, so I cannot, block all the street. It was very much a hard time, but anyway, it's kind of like a monument, the thing, and I really have to take care of all this structure because it's very much a historical thing. I touching to the Napoleon on the top of the statue. This is the first time anyway, maybe the last time too. Yeah, just like this. And then 2 years ago, I did a big commission from the Nantes. And that time, I just arranged my nest or some tree hut or kind of like, structure around the city, like this. This is one of the buildings I just attaching to some, kind of like a nest, image of the nest. Of course, this is temporary, but I can show you I got the permanent the piece in Nantes at the same time. So it's more like, I really like to people to passing or people to moving. It's like a walkway or like a bridge or like a, the pathway. Also the kind of like a belvedere, I really like it. This is 1990s, right? It's in the Macba in Barcelona. When they opened, so that time they had invited a couple of the artists to do something. But in fact, I really don't like this building. So I just make an escape, the pathway. So people just get out from the thing. You see this wall. This is they want to cover the backside of the apartment because this area used to be the very poor area, and they try to make something new. But I really want to show what's the reality. So it's people come from art world to the real world, and then to back again like that. So that was a very simple idea, but I got very good support for the military people. This is the military scaffolding, the tower. So it's getting more and more some kind of a project like this. This is this square park. They start into renovation. Then people cannot cross. So that's why I'm going to make a sidewalk. But the city said that the big truck will be passing by. So at least 5 meter height. So it's like becoming like the bridge, also the public space. So I have to take care of the handicapped people. So 5 meter and the handicapped people is 4% of the slope. So it means like almost like 200 or 300 meter. But anyway, altogether it's going to be the 800 meter long, like a pathway. Working with 30 students of the École d'Architects. And it's not professional anyway, we're just doing. And it's always changing the position because the construction of the park, they're always changing the idea. So this is near the Vienna. They call the Vienna Neustadt. So I stayed 2 months and working there. And then after 3 months, they just taken down. And after the project, I got the new material, but after the project, I use another place to this material. This is the Évreux in France. The time of the Normandy battle, there are only 4 buildings was existing. So I just make a kind of like pilgrimage. People just passing to the one by one. So I just make a similar like a bridge, It is temporary. I just made it. Anyway, you can see the many YouTube and some document video. I always make it anyway, so it's quite easy. This is another project in Belgium. Some bridge. This is bridge. It's on the river, and people ask me to make a bridge. Then I said, it's like an animal, make a dam. Castor, yeah. Looks like a castor, I just make a bridge like this. Because the depth of the water, only 1.50 meters, so I don't need a handrail. So it was very good, make it. They still exist. Maybe the next year will be totally changing the material, but they will keep same original, the shape and everything. So of course the wood is temporary, but at least 5 years after that, changing the new one or sometimes repairing, So I always said my project is like not permanent, but it's semi-permanent or temporarily permanent or something like that. This is you look at like just a walkway, a pathway on the swamp area in Holland. But the worker, I was collaborate with one of the hospital. They are kind of like people who are in the rehabilitation of the drug and alcoholic. And this is a kind of like a workshop. And the hospital was too far away. So I just make an idea, okay, we can make a pathway back to the society, back to the city. So all the worker come from the hospital. Of course, they don't work so much, just hitting the nail, that's all. But it's kind of like a working therapy, I really like it. So I stay 1 month to the hospital together, and without alcohol, without drug, without... smoking is it's okay. Only smoking can possible. But, I got a lot of the information from them. It was really nice. Most of the alcoholic people are drug-holic, and also some alcoholic women was always shopping-holic, or many holic people. This is really like... But this is reality of the people, human being. I really like it, like that. So that was continuing 3 years. Every year we just working, next one working. So it's first year it's only 200 meters. They just make it. This is a limit, for them. But after three years, we made a 3 kilometer long pathway. Just continue. So it was really, really interesting, the work. And it was changing the behavior also. First year, those workers was when the newspaper coming, they always, backside. They don't want to show the face. But after 3 years, they really want to show the, this is I made it like that. I think this is kind of quite interesting, the moment, for me. My project is not only for the shape or structure or material, not like that. It's more like a kind of like a action, together with the people. So I did many, bridge, many structure, even temporary, sometimes semi-permanent, or still like existing. This is in Tokyo. I just made it, just beside the river. And at the same time, I made Bordeaux. It's one of the big bridge, but bridge is not connected. Just go up, go down, and then finish. So it's not really bridge, but it will be, looks like like this. I work with the University of the École de Bois, in Lyon, in Bordeaux, like this. It's very technical, very engineering, the skill we needed, and we just calculating all the computer stuff and how much heavy, how much structure, it's okay. This is Lyon. I just made kind of like, this is a kind of like a semi-permanent structure. And, mostly the public space and people can access. This is a kind of like a slope. I just make it, I think they're still existing. And this is Nantes, an estuary. First time I just participated and I just made a Belvedere because it's very close to the small village. People said, I just want to go to the, more close to the river, Loire. So, okay, I just make a pathway. Then they said, I want to watching the bird. So, okay, I can build up the tower to watching the bird. So that's kind of the, some people to order to me and I just accept, sometime. And they still exist. We just repairing sometime because the wood is not strong. This is 2008 or 9, so it's almost 12 or more than 20 years, they spend. But the location is really nice, very poetic, very quiet, and only you can listen for the wind and, that's all. This is the entrance. This is the first year entrance. But after long, almost like a 1 kilometer long pathway, we just made it with a student. Yeah, like this. This is all, just connect to the, the small village to there. I don't know why I like it, this pathway or anything. I really enjoy to participate, on the walking and some kind of like a physical, the touching. This is I really like. Together with many people to work, this is also I really like it. This is another Belvedere in the Nantes. As I told you, when I was to make a temporary nest, at the same time, because I got this commission from the Nantes for the permanent piece. So I just made it 2 years ago. I just made it just like this. It's like a big nest coming up, to the cliff. But on top, people can walk through, and of course, some place just made a structure, a metal structure like this. So this is still like this. You can go to the Nantes. You can look at. Nantes is a very active city and very contemporary, and a lot of young people there, and it's very good. They have the kind of capacity of the contemporary art. I really felt like this. So sometime I back to Japan, and I just work in kind of like a project again. This is one of the empty building in Kanazawa. I just got it, connected with the museum, and I just made a kind of like a nest or kind of like structure. I collected all the scrap material from there. So it's never changing. I always same like this, but the site and the people and the time is different. Also, maybe some kind of like a situation, But when I always go there, I have no idea. I always get inspiring some people to say something, and I really like the first impression of the site and the material and all the information. This is one of the new island in Japan, in Tokyo. But there used to be, they had the dumping of the waste material, and they just made a new one. And they are still like a kind of like a gas is coming out in some place. So I think, okay, why not make a chimney, kind of a chimney stuff, to using for the scrap material. This is, I collected the scrap material from there. Oh, sorry, I just, again to the Castle, bridge, like this. And this is a tower. I also like very much for the Belvedere, kind of like a tower. It's very simple, the function. Just people go up and look at the view, that's all. But it seems like, pathway go up and then go up to the sky and then to see the view. I think this is really, interesting for me, somehow. I made a lot. This is, what's the material? This is wood, but log wood, when they cut, And this is a local museum in Switzerland, near Zurich. They are cutting the forest, they're cutting tree, and they keep it for keep dry. So I think I just borrowed all this wood, and then I just piling of about a 12-meter height. And this is same thing for the wood was drying, keep dry. After 3 years, we just destroyed and we just selling to the wood. So I'm not so much expensive, budget, artist anyway, because I'm always recycling and some material I always use, it's already existing. Yeah, overflow. This is recent my keyword. It's because since starting I make always kind of like an overflow, image, and I'm collecting as much as possible. Maybe 1,000 Kajet or 2,000 Kajet or 3,000 Kajet. This is one of the installation at the École des Architectes in Versailles. About 5,000 Kajet. Just collecting all the students, Then one day I just piling on there. This is quite monumental, the chair projects, 1997, and the hospital Salpêtrière. It's like an autumn festival. They invite me, and again I always looking for what kind of material I can do here. Then it's very simply idea. They had many chairs. Maybe they had a broken chair, and so I just searching for the, seller, and they had a huge. So I just using, but not enough. So I just ordered to the many church, they had scrap material, scrap chair. Because church chair is very special. We cannot, buy some other place. So I collecting all around Paris, around the place. And finally, I use 8,000 chair, just piling and making and like this. And of course, about a 10-meter height, so it's a bit danger for the fall down. So I put in some bench inside the hoarding. That was 1997, I think I just made it, but it's quite, big one. And after that, of course, chair is not throw away. Maybe, some piece I can keep it, or some piece they can, bring back some storage. So the second installation, I just made it in the cellar of the Pommery in the Champagne, because they had one of the show. So I just made it in the underground. But this chair was originally come from the Salpêtrière. And also this one, it was a flag Met. Before the Pompidou Met, they built up, they had a flag, the building. I just collecting I just reusing for the chair from there. This is Abu Dhabi. I was really interesting to make a chair project, but Abu Dhabi said, don't bring the Catholic Church chair, because this is not the same, religion. So I just always mixture together. So about 1,000 chair, we just mix and put in the 5 container and sending to the Abu Dhabi, and we just build up. This is a permanent, collection of there. So anyway, 2011, we had a very big tsunami and some earthquake in Japan, and I was in France, and I couldn't do anything. But I really like to do something like a memorial project. So it's already a couple of years later after tsunami. But still, 2,000 people were missing, under the water after the tsunami. So, okay, maybe 2,000 people under the water, maybe something like, symbolically, I can make it like this. So the time of the Met, Pompidou, they give me the one big space. I just collecting the all material, like some scrap. I order to the Emmaus, one of the group, yeah. I always asking them to some scrap material, some furniture, or all kind of thing. So we just collecting, and it's around École des Beaux-Arts in Metz, and Nancy, and many students, they helped me to make it. It's about 1 month, 3 weeks we just using, and huge, like kind of like a scrap, comes down like this. This is another project in Belgium, in Ghent. It's like a floating favela, But I really like to connect with water and some place. Each project has many meaning, many idea, but it's too short time to presenting the 40 years my projects anyway. Just look at visually, that's all. This is a palette, piling the palette. Because this used to be the old depot of the boat, and because this is a harbor called Yokohama in Japan. So I just piling like this. It's like an animal, just make kind of like a nest, just like this. So I really like to kind of like organic the thing. And the inside, I just make some kind of like space for this one. So it's more like an accumulated work. Some window like this. And then to some place in Napoli, I just use again to the Caget. But the Caget was like a floating. This is another installation, I just made it. I really liked the, kind of like a space and shadow and some material and many light stuff and very, out of order, kind of like a style, Again, I made a chair, but it's more outside. But this time I was asking to the people, if you don't have any chair, don't need it, you can bring it. And to participate my project. So I didn't collecting. They just bring it to the site, and they just piling to them. So it's like a do-it-yourself, just make a project like this. But it's a lot of the thing. And then just one of the rooftop on the building in Tokyo, in Shibuya, I just make it like this because. The building owner is an architect, and the architect said you cannot put it on the street or something, but the roof will be some possible. So I just built up on the roof. This is just recently I just using for the, this is the last year I just made the installation, but only remote control because this time it's Corona. I cannot back to Japan. So what kind of material I can use by the remote, then it's kind of like a puzzle will be more easy. So this is the metal fence, where you make a fence of the construction site. They order very systematic, and they can structure by the tube. So I just order. Then I just order to the okay, you can hang in, fixing this way, a little bit bend, a little bit up, a little bit down, So it's about 2 weeks. Every day we just talk by the first time together with the worker, and they just building. This is first time for me to the kind of like remote, projects, because for me it's very important to the site specific, but remote specific, that kind of thing. I just free. This is the inside of the thing, I think it's almost done. Of course, the only 1 hour I can explain to my 40 years project. But anyway, you can searching for the many projects, document by the YouTube or anything. And I have a website like this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kawamata-san. Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Kawamata, de nous avoir fait ce panel très riche, très engagé et très drôle de toute votre carrière. Malheureusement, on n'a pas le temps pour les questions, mais peut-être si vous êtes encore un petit peu dans la cour, vous pourrez prendre quelques questions. Merci à vous d'être venus. On doit libérer pour l'aération, pardon.